Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A slash get ready with me, so you guys can just come along, and I'm gonna start curling my hair right away. We have a lot of topics to touch on. You guys asked me to talk about periods, sex, what else, relationships, and you know, things that revolve around that. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. So the first topic that we had was periods. Everybody's different when it comes to period, and I know that I got mine when I was like 11. Some people use pads, some people use, you know, tampons, but I think you just have to be like, go with what you're the most comfortable with. Things that might vary for a lot of people. For instance, me, like, since I'm on birth control, my periods like got better, so it's like a lot less harder. Like, it's not as heavy and it's not as many days, but I'm not saying go get birth control. It has a lot of different effects that it comes with, and people like don't necessarily know about it. Okay, so the good side effects that I noticed from taking the pill were like my skin clearing up, what else, my boobs kind of grew. And then the bad side effects are basically that it's so many hormones that you're putting into your body that like it literally gives you like depression. And I'm not one to be like, I have depression, oh, like, I don't believe I have depression. I feel like the pill makes you sad all the time, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's fun. Obviously when you get your period, that means you can be like sexually active. There's a lot of options, so I recommend, as to birth control, I recommend, you know, exploring the options and choosing the best one that fits you. Just really like do your research. And there's actually like normal ways to, you know, like do your birth control yourself, if that makes sense. Like, you can literally just track your ovulating cycle. But I feel like a lot of people either don't know about it or they don't trust themselves doing it. Let me know in the comments if you tried, if you ever tried a Diva Cup, and if you like it. Because that's like in the things I want to try out. Because, you know, like buying tampons like all the time is not really good for earth. So someone asked me to talk about sex. How can I touch on that? I feel like it's really taboo topic. Obviously we're in 2021, we should talk about sex more, like it's a normal thing to do. If you're like a really religious person and don't want to do that, that's cool. Or if you just don't want to do that, or if you're not ready, that's cool. I don't understand the whole like pressure that comes with like losing your virginity or whatever, because I feel like it shouldn't be that much of a big deal, simply because like if you make it a big deal, then it's gonna seem like nothing once you actually do it. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I have a lot of friends that were like, oh my god, like, never gonna do this, like, I don't want to, blah blah blah. And then like whenever they like, you know, they were ready and they did it, they were like, oh, like it's not a big deal at all. And I was like, well, because you made it such a big deal that now that you did it, you're like disappointed almost, you know. So definitely don't make a big deal out of it. It's literally like you'll know. And also, yeah, just like you'll know whenever you'll be ready. So like if you have one doubt in your head when it's about to happen, just be like, no. Like if you're ready, especially for girls, you have to be like ready, like mentally and physically. So like foreplay, I feel like a lot of people like want to compare themselves or judge other people for doing what they want in their lives, and it's like, why are you why are you judging me for doing what I want if you're doing what you want? Like, I don't need to be like you. So yeah, so the most important thing I think is just everybody should just, you know, respect each other with each their decisions and whatever they decide to do in their life, because it's their life. I wanted to touch also on like relationship and like confidence and stuff like that. Before talking about like relationships, I want to talk about just like confidence. So I feel that if you're not confident in yourself, you know, it's really cliche and everybody says that, but like if you're not confident in yourself, you can't really attract other people, because people are going to be attracted to you by your confidence. I don't know if that makes sense. And I'm a strong believer that you do not what's it called, you do not go after things, you attract things. Obviously when it comes to like your professional life and stuff like that, obviously you're gonna go after things, but when it comes to love life, I just be sitting there and I'm just like enjoying my time. And when you're actually enjoying your time, that's the time where someone's gonna come and just fall from the sky and be like, hey, and actually be a nice person and stuff. I'm gonna start my makeup now. I had the buka. So if there's any love, you know, advice that I could give you guys, do not chase a man. If they're really interested in you, they will chase you. If not, they'll leave you alone after a bit and you'll just be like, oh, so you didn't really want me. But I do remember a time in my life where I was like, I don't understand, like, do you want me, do you not want me? And all I have to say, like I already said in another video, is if he wants you, he'll show you and you'll know. So just take these words. Like I said earlier, he's gonna want to, like, if he really wants to be with you, he's gonna chase you and he's gonna make the effort and he's not just gonna give up. I think I did my eyebrows kind of. Now we're gonna go and brush them out. We're gonna prime our face with this Luminous Superfood Glow Primer Moisturizer. This is from my BoxyCharm from, I don't know. Where'd it go? So primer is on. We're gonna go for the next step, which is concealer. Yeah, so next topic. If you know me, hold up. If you know me, you know I don't really wear foundation, so I'm not doing like a full makeup look. I'm kind of just doing my natural everyday makeup look. Yeah. But the next topic that I wanted to talk about was relationships. So I'm presently in a relationship and it's been like 3 years, which is something I thought I could never achieve. Not that I thought that I couldn't achieve it, because obviously I'm a very like invested person. Like if I do something, I'm mostly like fully in it. But because a lot of girls, I feel like a lot of girls can relate to me, but like these men, oh girl, like I feel like a lot of young boys, you have to like let them grow. Like most of them, they're not ready for anything like a relationship, and instead of like talking about that and just, you know, letting you know they're not ready, what do? They play too much. Like I said earlier, you're literally gonna have like your mind blown if somebody's actually into you, and you're gonna like be like, wow, like they actually like me. So you're gonna know. So if you don't have like that realization, it's either because you're still trying to, you know, establish a good trust like relationship between you guys, like you're still trying to build your trust with your partner, or he's just not into you that much, you know. I'm just gonna take my setting powder now and set my concealer on. I do not encourage using this. This is full of talc, and I saw a documentary explaining how talc is really bad for you, and how people, and like it's found in like baby powder, and how people, like, you know, those old ladies used to put baby powder in their underwear, and it gave them like cancer and like their ovaries and stuff like that. So I'm using it, but that's until I do something about it. Like I feel like I would be interested in making products that are like free from toxins and, you know, bad stuff, because I feel like everybody deserves to, you know, feel pretty and like put makeup on without, you know, dying from it. I'm like drifting away from what I wanted to talk about. But oh yeah, for another parenthesis, I tried this mascara, and I feel like a lot of mascara do that. Like the first time you try the mascara on, you're like, wow, like so nice, because it's like new and has no clumps in it. And then a lot of them have like really big clumps. Like I put it for a second time and I wore it for like a shoot I went to, and I really regretted wearing this one because like my eyelashes weren't long enough. Like it was just like, I hate when it's like thick and clumpy and it's like not doing the most. So yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about my mascara, but use this one. I like this one a lot. Voluminous Original by L'Oreal. So we're gonna do mascara. We're gonna start by curling our lashes. Since I already talked about like, you know, like boys and like talking stage and stuff like that, I want to talk more about when you're in the relationship, how to deal with like, you know, like when you guys are fighting and stuff like that. Because I've been in a relationship for 3 years, but before being in an actual relationship, I never had an argument with someone I was talking to, because it wasn't that serious, if that makes sense. So obviously if you're like in a serious relationship, you're obviously gonna have like arguments, and these arguments you have to find a way to make it like, to settle it, and to like for both parties to be like okay on the aftermath, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna explain myself on what I mean by that. So I just put my mascara on, as you can see. I'm gonna do like contour and highlight and go more into details about what I was saying. So I was saying that once you're in a relationship, your relationship is not gonna last unless you find a way to like kind of get over your disagreements and stuff. You're obviously gonna get like hurt, and like sometimes it doesn't, like, you don't get over it, you know, and you have to try to not like bring that back up. I feel like that's like something I struggle with. Like, something would happen and then like a year later, if I have like another argument, I'll like bring that up and be like, well, remember that time you did da, but so I don't recommend doing that, because no, I don't really know how to explain it, but I feel like men are very, like, we tend to like break our heads way more than men. Like, men are kind of just like whatever. So like one of the techniques that I like found, and it's really like recent in my relationship, so it takes time to, you know, like learn how to deal with stuff, but for me, I have to really like take a step back and be like, okay, like, is this gonna matter in like a few days? Probably not. So why am I like dragging it, and why am I trying to bring stuff from the past to, you know, like apply pressure on my arguments and stuff? Like, it doesn't matter. And sometimes you have to just like let it go. Like, your man does something that bothers you and it's not that deep, like, why are you trying to pick a fight with this? Because men will gaslight you, and men will make you think you're wrong for whatever the fuck they did wrong, and then after you feel bad because you were mad. It doesn't make you any sense. So if you want to be like in peace with your partner, sometimes you have to just like ignore. Like, it sounds bad, but sometimes you have to just like be like, okay. But there's some things that you really need to, you know, communicate in order for your relationship to, you know, grow, and for the other person to acknowledge how you feel. So just like, you know, be your own what's it called, arbitre, like be your own ref, what's the name, what's an arbitre? Okay, so it says arbiter, I don't know if that's a thing, but that's what is that on my phone. So be your own arbiter. Just know what is worth the energy. You kind of decide like how much it impacts you, if that makes sense. I use makeup setting spray before I do my highlight because I feel like it just like sticks better when I do that. I'm gonna dry just a bit, and then I'm gonna take this Fenty highlight in How Many Carats, and I don't do a lot of this. And then I go in with this brush, I do my nose. I do right here. Other side. Just under my eyebrows. And we're almost done. I'm just gonna do my lips. And then I have this Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick. What's the color? Rouge à lèvres liquide. What's the color? Caramello. So we went for a really pale lip. I don't know if how I feel about this. It's literally lighter than my actual lips. I don't know, you guys tell me how you feel about it. But we're pretty much done, so I'm just gonna take off this thing. Oh my god, look what I did to my hair. We're gonna brush her hair. So this is pretty much the final look. I'm gonna get dressed and I'll probably see you guys if I end up, you know, taking pictures or something. I wanted to take pictures, but then my mom was like, you have to go to the épicerie, so now I have to go run a lot of errands, so I'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful or interesting in any way. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.